Hey everyone, my name is Rachel, and did you guys know it's nearly Christmas? Crazy, right? I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram. If you don't, feel free to. It's mostly just a personal account where I post photos of my life and photos I've taken. It's not specifically an atheist account, which is why I found it really bizarre when a few days ago a random woman decided to track down I'm gonna keep saying this, my personal Instagram account to shout at me for having a Christmas tree. So this is our beautiful Christmas tree. I absolutely love it. It's very overexposed right now. You can see some photos of it probably on the screen. I'm going to put them on here because I love our tree. Me and Dan have been collecting little trinkets and ornaments and baubles for it since we got our first flat together. And this is our second year with our tree. We have baubles here from my almost mother-in-law. We have little versions up here of like me and Dan as like little sort of wool figures, and they're really cute basically. Okay, I like a kind of eclectic tree with lots of random little bits on. So if you can't tell, I kind of love Christmas a bit, and I don't celebrate it as a Christian holiday. I celebrate it as a time for family and friends and giving presents to people I love to show them how much I appreciate them and how awesome I think they are. I celebrate Christmas as an excuse to get together with the people I care about and celebrate and eat a lot of food and just do silly things and have fun. Yes, Christmas by its name is essentially a Christian holiday, but the tradition of having a celebration at this point in winter isn't a purely Christian thing. Certain aspects of it are pagan, certain aspects of it come from other cultures and other religions and things like that. A Christmas tree in itself isn't Christian. I think it's got its roots in pagan traditions. Santa Claus isn't Christian, yet you still see people telling their little Christian children about Santa coming. This woman on Instagram not only decided to shout at me for having a Christmas tree and being an atheist, but she started tagging her friends and getting them to start shouting at me as well. And it was really overwhelming. Like, I was getting notification after notification after notification. They were literally like spamming my account, and it got really intense. And then they started getting on at me about like personal things as well. And they called me a disgusting abomination for supporting LGBT rights and trans people. And so at that point I was like, well, you're a disgusting abomination, and blocked them. But the point here is that it was a really bizarre experience for me, because living in the UK, I've never experienced that before. There's no gatekeeping to Christmas here, and that's the thing I find really, really bizarre. Christmas is this thing for everyone here. Back in sixth form, I had a lot of friends who were Jehovah's Witnesses or came from Jehovah's Witness families. And even then, I'd still give them Christmas presents to say, hey, it's a certain time of year that I want to show my appreciation for you. I'd give them cards and presents on their birthdays, even knowing that, like, when it came around to my birthday, when it came to Christmas, I wouldn't get anything back from them because it wasn't in their beliefs. But they were still happy to accept presents because they knew it was something that we cared about. And as people got older and weren't relying on their parents' money, they started to kind of secretly buy us gifts as well. At uni, one of my best friends in the world came from a Muslim family. He still had Christmas meals with us. We still gave him Christmas presents. He gave us Christmas presents. It wasn't an inherently Christian thing for any of us. It was a, hey, look, we want to show you how awesome you are to our friends kind of thing. Having this kind of gatekeeping aspect to Christmas and other holidays and other cultural things and other traditions just seems really insane to me. It's like saying you can only enjoy these things if you get all the messy stuff along with it. And while sometimes I'd say, well, yeah, that's part of life, and other times I'm like, why can't someone just enjoy something? I mean, what else can't I do? Am I not allowed to go to my American friends' Thanksgiving meals because I'm not American myself? Can I not drink wine because wine is a part of some religious ceremonies and I'm not religious, I'm not Christian? Can I not meditate to help me with my anxiety and panic attacks? Can I not meditate because I'm not Buddhist? Am I not allowed to watch the Super Bowl and go to Super Bowl parties and enjoy watching that match once a year because I'm not American and I don't watch American football throughout the rest of the year or season or whenever it's on? I feel like if you're a Christian and you want to celebrate Christmas as a Christian holiday, if you want to say, hey, yeah, it's totally the birth of Jesus and whatever, then that's fine, you go for it. But don't stop other people from celebrating at the same time of year. It's like saying, I can't have a party tomorrow because it might be someone's birthday somewhere in the world and I'm not celebrating their birthday, therefore I'm not allowed to celebrate anything on this particular day. That's the way I see it. And imagine if you just stopped all atheists from celebrating Christmas and said, no, you're not allowed to celebrate it. Can you imagine how sucky that would be? I mean, just looking at my family alone, that would mean that my brother and sister-in-law had to celebrate Christmas completely by themselves with their son, just the three of them in their own little tiny bubble. I mean, what? They wouldn't be allowed to see me, they wouldn't be allowed to see my other sister or her wife, they wouldn't be allowed to see Dan, they wouldn't be allowed to see our parents, they wouldn't be allowed to see Rachel's dad, Rachel's brother, Rachel's sister. That just seems absolutely crazy to me. And I mean, if you're so set on making Christmas this thing where you celebrate Jesus' birthday on Jesus' birthday, then that wouldn't be the 25th of December. Nothing has ever proven that that was the day that a man called Jesus was born. If anything, a lot of evidence shows that it was some other day, which I don't know off the top of my head. I haven't scripted this video, I've not planned it, I'm just talking to a camera and ranting a little bit, I'm sorry. There's the argument that it's hypocritical to celebrate Christmas if you're not a Christian, but I don't see it that way at all, because you're just taking a certain day of the year, which has become this cultural, traditional holiday, not necessarily a religious one anymore. It's become a cultural holiday. You're taking that day and deriving your own meaning from it, your own celebrations. You're doing what you want with it. Being hypocritical would be me going to church on Christmas Day and praying for one day of the year because I want to feel included in those celebrations. Being hypocritical would be me saying, oh, well, you must celebrate Christmas for this reason because it's in the Bible and blah, 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 and the Bible says this and the Bible says this, when the rest of the year I don't believe in the Bible, I don't agree with the Bible, I don't like the Bible. Saying someone's hypocritical for celebrating Christmas is completely the wrong word. I don't understand this idea of gatekeeping, and I guess it kind of brings me onto this idea of like cultural appropriation. And what is cultural appropriation? Is cultural appropriation a thing? I don't know. It's another thing that like I don't really understand and I don't have like too much of an opinion on. I think in the cases of someone making like a caricature out of someone's culture, that's not okay. But I think someone just appreciating someone's culture, enjoying it, wanting to implement parts of their style or whatever into your own style, I don't see anything wrong with that. I know people who've got crazy over like white people wearing dreadlocks, and I personally don't have an issue with that. I think dreadlocks can look fantastic on so many people, and I don't see it as cultural appropriation for a white person to wear dreadlocks. But then again, someone might easily turn around to me and say, oh, well, you're white, you don't have a culture of your own. You know what I mean? So, on the one hand, like, I see the counter arguments that people are gonna kind of like come at me with, and I can kind of understand them, but I still don't see anything wrong with it. And that's why I don't really see anything wrong with people taking elements of certain religions and deriving your own meaning from them and incorporating them into part of your life. That's why I think meditation is a fantastic thing. That's why I think Christmas is a fantastic thing. That's why I think taking the rule of you shouldn't kill people from the Bible is a pretty good thing, you know? I mean, are you also going to say that that's hypocritical? Because I'm an atheist and I don't kill people, and I'm totally taking that from the Bible. So, what a disgusting hypocrite, right? Anyway, I think this is kind of like just devolved into me having a bit of a rant, but I don't know, it's something I want to talk about, something I want to think about, something I'd really like to get your opinion on, and, you know, what religion are you? Do you celebrate Christmas? Do you celebrate it as a Christian holiday? Do you celebrate it as a cultural holiday? Do you celebrate it as just a little bit of a personal holiday? Do you celebrate Christmas at all? I don't know, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What do you think of this whole idea of kind of religious appropriation and cultural appropriation and that kind of thing? Let me know your thoughts on that as well. But yeah, apart from that, if you do celebrate Christmas, have an amazing Christmas. If you just kind of want a break this winter. Have an amazing break and a holiday and enjoy yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. You know, but don't listen to me because I am a disgusting abomination, obviously. So, yeah. There you go. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just rambling. Anyway, if you have made it through this far, thank you so much for watching today. I really, really do appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon.
You know who's awesome? Everyone who is supporting me on Patreon this month. And that includes Mark Dauner, Lachie Scott, Jadeon Sheppard, Jaylee Moore, Sir Michael Moore and Matthew Meinema. A huge thank you to all of you and everyone else who is supporting me on Patreon. You're all listed here on the end screen or down in the comments. You guys can go check them out. But for now, just a huge, huge thank you to all of you. I really, really do appreciate it.